Hey, Sully Kneecaps here. Now we got Pokemon Leaf Green walkthrough number 20 or 32. Sorry, dyslexia. So I'm gonna speed up this first part just because nothing really happens at all. It's kind of just me running around, rummaging through this place, forgetting that I have repels, running into a heck of a lot of wild encounters. But we are going to be able to get through the gym also today, so that's pretty flippin' sweet. So we can look forward to that. And we do get a lot of zincs and carbons and other stuff that reminds me of chemistry. Ugh, chemistry's so gay. I just surfed that Vulpix just, I don't know, for the lulz. So yeah, I think I finally discovered that, wait a minute. I have repels, so yeah. So I'm going to use these repels, and for some strange reason, the wild Pokemon are higher leveled than the trainers. I don't get that. This is kind of something weird, I don't know. So I've literally, I've probably been in this place like 3 times in my whole life, because I was like short-term memory loss kid, and I just was like, oh, I'm playing Pokemon, I'll just restart, or my sister would be a jerk and reset it, so... Yeah, these Hyper Fangs are hurting because these Raticates are pretty freaking strong. Like, I'm dead serious. So I learned Aurora Beam. I'm like, oh, I had such a cool moveset going for it, but I know that I need Aurora Beam. One, it'll help with Dragon types because I'll have to eventually. And so I decided to give up Quick Attack because really that's probably the best thing to do. I mean, it really is. There's really nothing else. It had to be done. So here I press that switch and I get a wild encounter because they're level 38 and I'm like, whoa, I'm faster, that's weird. So he goes for pursuit, sorry about knocking the thing, gets a crit, and I can't escape even though I was faster, so I don't get that. I thought that's how you escaped, but I don't know. I don't know anymore, whatever. Gets a Leech Seed up, and I misclick Leech Seed again, and I was gonna go for the Sleep Powder, and this thing would be dead, and no, but I miss anyway, which is okay, so. Hyper Fang does a heck of a lot, Razor Leaf misses, I'm like, oh my gosh, my life sucks. Gets their Orange Berry, I'm like, this is so gay. Like, this is like flaming gay, like, I don't know, like, what's that, like, zombie robot unicorn, I don't know, I wanna play with you, I wanna be with you, that song. Which, of course, is amazingly catchy on its own right, but, I do that sweet, sexy, awesome predict on the Spark, and I switch into Knuckles so I can kill it off with the Dig, and they get Leech Seed recovery, which is, unnecessary, but hey, whatever. And Knuckles doesn't quite level up, so I'm gonna stay in, because I'm pretty HIV positive I could take out this Magneton with a Dig, and of course I can. So that's done. Now he's got a Voltorb. I'm just going to switch into Green Giant because I resist, and I'm not really afraid of it, so I go for Leech Seed just for the lulz. It goes for Roll Out, and I'm like, I'm not going to be having none of that, so I'm just going to put it to sleep just so I don't have to deal with it, doing a Roll Out and higher damage and crud. That's not the move for that. Go to Leech, Razor Leaf, and we'll just go for Tackle just to be pro. Yeah. Something about being overwhelmingly sexy, something, I don't know. So I go down here and it's like, nope, sorry kid, that's not what you're supposed to do. And it takes me forever just to freaking figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do because I suck at Pokemon. I'm sorry, you guys have to watch me do this stuff. But I literally have no idea what I'm doing anytime. So here's a Max Potion, which is pretty nice, but I'm probably not going to need it for the next gym, though. My team is kind of weak to fire just because I have Green Giant, but I mean, I always have, Willy and Knuckles to take care of these things. So here's Eradicate. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so sick and tired of all these wild encounters on this freaking game. So I'm looking for who's my fastest. Of course it's Persian or Giovanni, whatever you want to call him. So I'm just going to switch in Giovanni just to run away. And I think this is where I finally get a good system going. I could keep Giovanni in the front and go down here and get a HP up. I don't use that just because I was getting really tired of doing this. So I go down here again, thinking, just doing the same thing over and over again, trying to get the exact same results, which I think is the definition of insanity. So I guess I'm actually insane, you know? Just, I saw it coming personally, so I'm looking and I'm figuring that I probably just need to go down through the bigger hole, maybe? I don't know. I don't, this place is freaking weird. There's teleporters and crud, I don't know what's going on. So I just go down here and that's actually the right one, so. There shouldn't be anyone here? Well, why are you here? Just because you're a scientist, Ted. And there's another good example of a scientist who needs a better name. I mean, I want to see something that's like Drakensvin, das nicht, Mr. Professor. But no, he's Ted from accounting, who just has a bachelor's degree in physics, so he became a scientist or some crap. What has he got? He's got a Wheezing. I know I can. Do I even want to KO this thing with a surf? Yeah, I do. That was so awesome. I was like, yeah, Willie. So I defeat Ted, and he's like, ouch. I'm like, well, that's what you get for having a lame name, dude. Be a little more original. I mean, you're a doctor. You should have something, you know, whatever, like Dr. Dre. No, okay. So as tempting as going through that door is, I think it leads you outside, even though it's not like the same entrance. It's some weird paradox that Nintendo has in this place. So I'm starting to get familiar where I am. So I'm gonna grow over here, grab the full. Did I say grow over here? Whatever. I don't care. Maybe I'm a plant. Is that so wrong? Man, I'm crazy. So yeah. Just run away from this Raticate because level 38 Raticate. So this dude just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, jeez, dude, those glasses must be like bionic 25,020 vision, man. Jeez, I couldn't even see it from up there. All I saw was darkness in the entrance of the screen. Whatever. Magnemite goes for lock on. I'm just going to go for dig just to see if it will still hit after lock-on, even though I'm pretty sure it still, and it still does, so I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, if anyone doesn't know that, yeah, you can't avoid it after Bela. So here's Ivan, which is a better name for a scientist, because that at least sounds a little Germanic and stuff, not Ted. He's an Ivan von Rusenstein. I don't know why it has to be Stein. I'm watching too many monster movies. Whatever, one dig's gonna be able to easily take out this electrode. I mean, there's absolutely no question about that. Jeez, freaking electrode. So defeat Ivan. Like, what was that for? Dude, you came up to me, man. You were like mugging me, man. I don't know, man. You're kind of crazy. But I want to grab this item over here because I know what it is, and I know it's Blizzard. Because I remember that you get Blizzard and Solar Beam down here, because that's just one random thing that I remembered, because those are like freaking awesome moves. So repel wears off, and it was kind of an unnecessary repel right there, but whatever. So I grabbed the secret key, but I'm not done here because I know that right down here I'm going to grab me Solar Beam, which I'll probably, like, right before the Elite Four give everyone, like, super massive awesome moves, but until then we're just going to have to wait. So, wow, I don't know why I was just kind of, like, chilling there for a second. Anyway, so, go to Knuckles, and I'm just going to dig out of here, so, yeah, spin, 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 bam. Like I said, somehow more paradoxes on digging, and then I fall from the ground even though I was in the basement. So, alright. Let's make a little diagram. I'm on the basement. Alright, so here's first story. I go down, so I use dig, and then I appear. Maybe it's I don't know. I just don't. I don't know how that works. Whatever, so apparently I'm going to need burn heals, but I ain't going to need no freaking burn heals. Burn heals are for wimps. So here's some questions. Does Caterpie evolve in a Metapod? Isn't that just something that we all ask ourselves? 9 badges? Nope. What is it, like 7 or 8 or something? I don't know. Wow, I don't even know how many badges. Whatever. Poliwag does not level up 3 times, only 2 times, even though now I don't know if you would count it because what is it? Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Politoad, and Poliwrath. I don't know if that's really counts there, but now, this one's just weirdly worded. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. I don't know. That's just weird, just oddly worded. And here's Tombstone me. I'm like, Tombstone me. I just like to see that. Gyarados, use Tombstone me. Okay. Yes, Tombstone me, the world's most powerful attack. It rivals that of Hyper Beam. Okay, so I was gonna kind of be funny. I'm like, hey, I don't have to use, Willy or anyone. I'll just use Power Buff and hope for the best. And it goes for Fire Blast, and it does like over half. I'm like, I bet I could live one, maybe not, miss, and I'll just go for Mega Kick and take it out. It goes for Fire Blast, a whole thing, and I die. I'm like, you know what, man? Fine, no more fun and games. I was, gonna have a little fun, try to enjoy myself, but no, man, you just asked for it, man. I was winding up the haymaker. Now I'm gonna start laying down the bombs. So I'm just gonna send out Willy, and Willy's just gonna grab it by the haunches and hump every single one of these Pokemon to submission. It's just like surprise butt sex. It's actually pretty sad. It's almost hard to watch. If any young viewers here are around, I think you should probably look away from this horrible rape that's occurring on screen. I mean, it's pretty nasty, really. I mean, look at that. I nearly take out, like a Rapidash, and it's like what, 8 levels higher than me, or 6 levels higher than me. That's just like boom. It's like, oh, in the end. This is like something you see on something for animal cruelty. I mean, look at this guy. He just keeps bringing them back to life just so they can suffer more. I mean, gosh, what a horrible dude. I mean, imagine just how painful this is. I mean, the only thing they can do is fire spin, and a crit does 7 damage. I mean, just like, it's just horrible. It's just a horrible, ugly sight. So, last but not least, is his Arcanine. Now, the reason that Blaine is pretty easy is because, one, you have to have Surf in order to get him, ergo you probably have a Water-type poke, and he doesn't cover his weaknesses. Basically, he probably has like Will-O-Wisps, Takedown / Stomps, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Fire Spin. He doesn't have anything like Solar Beam or any Grass or really anything else. He'll basically hit you with Fire and Normal-type hits, so that's it. If you have a Ground, like a bulky Ground or something, or bulky Water, you'll be good. So if you hit him and he's like, haha, you can have this too, and he'll give me Fire Blast, and don't waste a Water Pokemon or something. I don't know, I couldn't read that, that was too slow. That's some good H2O. Alright, so here I'm just gloating all these trainers, and I could fought them, probably leveled up a couple of my pokes a little bit more, but then we couldn't have gotten to this battle, and who wants that? I mean, the more the merrier. Alright, so here's dude, and it's Bill, and he's doing pretty good, and he wants me to go to one island. I don't know if I want to. Just put in the comments if you want me to do the 1 island, 2 island, 3 island adventure thing, or if you just want me to get to the next gym. Just put that in your description so I know what to do my next part in, which I'm going to be posting tomorrow. So make sure y'all do that, because I have a lot of work that I have to do this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to get a Heart Gold episode up today. So sorry about that, guys. So alright, I'm going to save. So thank you for watching Pokemon Heart Gold, or not Heart Gold, Leaf Green walkthrough episode 32. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Post some comments. Goodbye.